Good morning and welcome to Milan Piazza Affari and welcome to the 7th Pambianco Interior Design Summit. As you can see, this year too, we're in a phygital mode. This has become a common term. And so we've got a blended audience which is following us both physically and by streaming. This is the 7th edition, and the title is The Industry of Design and the New Paradigms, Digital Acceleration, Innovation, Sustainability and IQ Market. And so today's panelists will talk about these topics and other topics which are relevant for their enterprises. So I would like to start and call Gilda Bojardi, the director of Interni magazine, to the floor. Good morning. I would like to thank you for being here with us, and I would like to thank David Pambianco for this 7th edition and for his invitation. And these topics are very important because they concern our future. So I'm taking off my mask, sorry. The digital and technological development, low environmental impact are the drivers of our country's development, as we all know very well. But they're also at the basis of the Recovery Fund and the Next Generation EU Fund, which are the funds allocated by the European Council to support recovery. The Italian enterprises, also in the design sector, have been working on these topics for years. These are historical values which are not disconnected from the values of the doing well and the care for things, which are among the main characteristics of the Made in Italy enterprises. The Union Camere Studies Center is stating that digitalization is absolutely vital for recovery, and we're talking about the management of digital resources and systems, the state of the warehouse flow, the trend in orders, the type and origin of the products, and so on and so forth. This is one of the elements of our sector, but not the only one. Our characteristic is doing well, managing project planning and manufacturing flows, which are absolutely sustainable. And the sector of media and the Interni magazine has accelerated its journey towards digitalization by strengthening its online communication system with the annual Interni Design journal, which is a daily issue. And many of you have taken part in the events that we organized in September last year. The IDV, as I call it, the Interni Designers Week, and in April. And you also took part in the production of a paper-based and digital guide. And we included videos in this version And you have shot several videos during the pandemics in your companies in order to tell a story of digital distance, a story of absence. But something was going on in your companies. Projects, new products were there. So you shot these videos and you sent them to us. We also told these stories during our talks. These interni talks at the Designers Week have become a tradition for us, but also for the future Fuori Salone in September, which will start on the 4th of September. And our talks will continue up until the 19th of September, which is beyond the final day of the Salone. And we're probably taking part in the showrooms of the companies taking part in the Fuori Saloni. The real protagonists of Fuori Saloni are enterprises throughout their showrooms. And this year, the events that will take place in the company's showrooms will be extremely important because the Salone is mainly focused on exhibition and the great events, the great installations and presentations will be in your showrooms. So I would like to state once again that Interni magazine has been witnessing these evolutions and these changes in the market. And it is a privileged observer of these trends. By starting a dialogue with you, we were lucky enough to be able to have data from the original sources. You've probably seen that there is a special publication that we will publish in November, which is about our entrepreneurs' insights and the doing well and what the Made in Italy represents at the international levels. The Italian design factories are portrayed in this special edition. And this is a great chance because we have started a partnership with Expo Dubai 2020. And so during the Design Week in Dubai, from the 8th to the 12th of November, we will identify some opportunities to carry out a talk, which will consist of a presentation, the distribution of this volume, but also a digital debate at the same time. The General Commissioner of Padiglione Italia, Paolo Glisenti, met us last week. And we had this meeting. This was the third meeting we had in Milan, in Padiglione Italia, to talk about, throughout the words of Davide Rampello, the artistic director, how we will talk about sustainability, technological innovation, and circular economy at Padiglione Italia. Circular economy will also be applied in the last phase of the Padiglione, which will be completely recyclable after the event. And we are talking about, the possibility to leave our pavilion there. And you know that the Padiglione Italia will last from October to March 2022. So we talked about circular economy, sustainability, but let's talk about the feeling of taking care, which is part of the concept of sustainability. So we're talking about reuse and upgrade and regeneration of materials, saving water and energy resources, the upgrading and sustainability of production activities. For those who invent and experiment in interior design, which is the companies, this is vital. And it also includes a new search for renewable sources of energy. This leads us to creativity. When we talk about creativity, we think about Fuori Salone, which we will organize together, and we will produce the guide for the Fuori Salone also in a digital way, and in the Creative Connection event, which means creating, connecting, meeting. And when I talk about meeting, I'm not talking about a digital meeting, but also a physical meeting to generate new ideas. And I would like to quote a famous architect, a famous Italian architect, Renzo Piano, who in a recent article stated once again that creativity can be fed only through an exchange, a meeting, and people coming together in presence. So this is a virtuous circle between companies, designers, and creatives in general. So I think that I've explained what our projects are for this summit, and I think I can now give the floor to the real protagonists here, the companies, the enterprises, and all the experts which will follow. Thank you very much.